All right, we're going to show you how to ride a walking horse in this lesson. She's like an advanced beginner, but this is the first kind of lanky walking horse she's been on. Good. So remember, just holding him straight. Your rein looks pretty good now. They do much better when you ride with contact versus a loopy rein because the lanky ones kind of wobble around. Now we're making a circle. Yeah. So as you go around the circle, you want to bend him and kind of push him out. If he cuts in, if possible, use your right leg to push him out versus pulling on your opposite rein. Because when you pull on your opposite rein, then he's not going to bend anymore. And then lower your hands. Yeah. And bend your elbow so you have a little bit more contact on him. You're being soft with your hands, but too much softness with the walking horse isn't always good in the beginning until you really figure them out. Okay, so now you'll go straight. And again, if he doesn't respond to your leg, then go to your stick because you'll get exhausted otherwise. So you're going to go halfway down the arena and then we're going to make the circle in the middle. Lower your hands, go a little bit faster. Yeah. The slower they go, the more wobbly they are. The faster they go, the more they engage and become straighter. Yeah. So you'll kind of cut across a little bit before your dad. Yeah, and then a nice big circle in the middle. Keep pushing them off your right leg. Yep. Keep his head tilted a little to the right. So we want to bend him around your circle so he knows where he's going. Lower your hand a little bit. There you go. Good. And then kind of squeeze and relax on your right rein so he knows he's going this way, and then push with that right leg. And then we'll make one more circle down at the other end. But that was good. Yeah, and then make sure he's still looking to the right so he knows he's going right. That's it. So now she's going to try the leg yield with him. Yep, so remember your hands will go that way, your left leg will be off, and then your right leg will push over. Now straighten him out. Yep, then push him over again. Tap with the stick if he's not going. Yep, now straighten him out again. Lower your hands. Try to keep more contact as you do it. So try it again. Keep your elbows bent a little bit. That's better. Yep. And then we'll try it on the other side. So you did it well. You're just pushing your hands too much forward. And then he's just moving his front end over instead of his whole body at the same time. So try it on the other side. Remember to keep feeling like a little bit of a pull on the rein so you know you have contact with his mouth. So you'll go down the quarter line. So look over his head, use your leg, and if he doesn't go, wiggle your stick. That's it. He kind of just fell asleep while you were sitting there. So remember, now as you push him over, keep a bend in your elbow. And every time you push him over, if the front end's going first, try to bring your leg back a little further so he understands to move more of his whole body over. And bend your elbow. That's better. Okay, so when you try it on the other side, bring the leg back even just a little bit further. Your right leg. So you're pushing him off your leg. And what's happening is his shoulders are moving and his hindquarter is not going over. Lower your hands. So as you do that, what you're trying to do is get his back end to catch up. So I want you to bring your right leg back further so he understands to move his hindquarter over more. Yep. So like when we use our leg, when the leg's at the girth, that's kind of moving their shoulders. When it's right behind the girth, that's the middle. And then when we bring it back farther, that's the hind. There you go. Now he's feeling it better. Yep. So you'll keep pushing and then straightening, pushing and straightening. Okay, so try it one more time on my side, but that was the walking horse is kind of moving two pieces. So you're always trying to kind of hold them together and get the two pieces to be one horse. That makes sense. So that, like, when you start on this other side, you're going to know, I got to bring my leg back further because otherwise his shoulders move ahead of him. And don't look down. You can glance down, but don't stare down. Yep. Okay, now you can start to push him over. Use a little stick. He has stopped in the same place every time, so that means next time you're getting closer to that spot, you want to add more leg. Lean back. Lean back. Keep his head turned a little bit more to the right as you leg yield over. So bend your elbow, pull your right hand towards your right hip. Right hip, not left hip. Lower your hands. Try it again. I'm going to go help her. She's crossing her hands over his neck. So go ahead and stop him. Just stop riding. Keep him looking a little to the left and then walk a little faster. So bring your leg back a tiny bit so he can feel it more. And then lower your hands. So walking horses, the ones that are lanky, like this guy, you got to hold them together the whole time. Otherwise, they kind of wobble around. And each walking horse is different. There's some that are bred more for show and have more overstride and are wobbly. And then there's the heritage and the McCurdy ones that are built like the old horses. And those you don't have to hold together as much. So now you'll go straight and then we're going to circle in the middle around me. So now you're just holding him straight. Yeah. And this is hard. Every time you feel the urge to say, come on, I want you to tap him with the stick. Because as rider, we're trying to be quiet so nobody knows what we're doing. It's supposed to look pretty and look like magic. Okay, now you're going to turn and cut across and we're making this circle. You don't hear the dressage riders go, come on, come on. Now he might get by me and slow down, so get ready with your stick, yep. And then you want to keep looking to your left so he knows he's making a circle and keep his head turned a little to the left, yep. Now as you pull on that left rein, you're always pushing with the leg on the same side to make them bend, yep. He's going very slow. I would tap him with the stick. Lean back, look up, keep tapping, keep hitting him, yep. And then look to your left. Yep. So when you make a circle, you kind of want to have your head turned slightly left the whole time so the horse knows where you're going. So even now, like you're looking straight, you should be looking just a little more to the left. So look at the round pen, not straight ahead. Yep. So we're always trying to look like 20 to 30 feet ahead of where we're going. That was good. Now you'll go straight. Bring your leg back a little bit. It's kind of going up on his shoulder. So bring your leg back towards his tail more. Because you're trying to get your heel underneath your hip and your leg's just a little forward. Good. And then we're going to make a big circle at this end also. So now we're going to stop and back up, and a lot of walking horses get crooked. I would shorten your reins like 4 more inches. Yep. And then before you go to back up, relax the arch in your back some. That's it. And kind of get yourself back. And then look over his ears, then add your hands to back up, and then add your leg. And again, if he doesn't go, keep holding and leaning back until he understands. Yep, don't give up. Keep pulling. Now nothing's happened. Yeah, I would shorten up more. And then if he doesn't go, you can tap him on the shoulder with the stick. Kiss a little. There you go. Then release a little because that was the right answer. Then try it again. Yeah. He's just out to lunch. Look over his head, lean back more. Yep, and kind of bring your leg back so he can feel it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, more leg. Tap him on the shoulder. Can you do that? There you go. Now kiss to him. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. There you go. So that's a better step. Now release. Good. So now you'll walk off and then we'll try it again. But he kind of fell asleep and then he's out of it. All right. So when you're ready, go forward. Yep. And no touching the saddle. You always want to keep your hands up. Don't rest them on the saddle because when you do that, you pull on the horse's mouth and you don't know you're pulling on their mouth the whole time. Then the horse starts yanking their head up and down because you're pulling on them. So anytime you rest or release, push your arms forward. Okay? She knows that, but this is a new horse for her. Okay, so add a little energy past that gate so he doesn't try to stop. Good. And then you're going to pick a spot over here to stop and back him up again. And just remember, when you go to stop, take that deep breath before you say whoa. So when we stop our horses, we sit back, or stop riding, take the legs completely off, relax the seat, and then deep breath in and out, then the whoa, then the pull. Good. So now you're going to back up. So just make sure your reins are short enough. When you go to back up, you're leaning back, and then keep your leg underneath you so he can feel it. Yep. And then if he doesn't go, hit him on the shoulder. That's better. Yep. Yep. Tap him on the shoulder if he's not going. Yep. And then again. Keep going. They kind of drag themselves backwards, some of these. That was a good step. Yep, so now walk off, and then we'll pick another spot in like 100 feet or so to try it again. But that was much better. They have that overreach in the back end, so it takes a minute for some of them to connect their brain to their back legs, and then they kind of drag their back legs a little bit. So it's harder for them to back up well unless they're ones with a shorter stride. They can do it, but it takes more energy, and it takes us helping them. Yeah, I think, your aids are different than mine, so he doesn't totally understand. And then he does take more leg because he's such a quiet horse. And again, I ride all the time, and you're riding here and there. So my legs are much stronger, so he feels them better. So, try it again. And if you can, whatever rein, contact, and leg, double it and see if he responds better. Can I stop? Yep. Yep, now he's distracted, so that makes sense. So get his head straight so he's not looking out at the pain horse. Make sure your reins are short enough. And then when you go to do it, lean back far and use more leg and hand than you've been using. And don't see how he's looking at the paint? So he's not with you at all. He's got to be focused on you to actually respond. So keep his head straight or to the left. Yep. It's just like a kid. You got to be like, pay attention to me. We're crossing the street now. Yep. Okay, so when you're ready, go backwards and look over his ears as you do it. Keep going. Yep, don't give up, even though he's pulling his head. There you go. There you go. Because you wouldn't have to pull so hard if he actually responded. So when they throw their head or do something like that, like, I don't want to do it, you just keep doing the same thing until they respond, then you release. So try it again, just for practice. That was good. Yep. And again. Now more left rein because his head's crooked. There you go. And then lean back. Okay, try it one more time and try to put it all together, that you're leaning back. You're steering straight. If he bumps into the fence, it doesn't matter. Good. So that was good. He got crooked, but the rest of it was quite good. Okay, so now you can go forward again. And no resting. You rest your hands on the saddle way too much. You got to either push them forward or keep them up and just make sure you're not pulling on them. Because when you rest them, again, it's not a reward for him because you're actually pulling on his mouth. Or you can use both legs at the same time. But you're going to start squeezing. You're going to keep your hands low. We're going towards the flat walk. And we're trying to get a faster walk out of him. So keep going. He's not there yet. More. You can tap him with your stick if he won't go. Keep going. Lean back just a little. There you go. Lower your hands. Keep going faster. So right now, he's at a faster walk than you were going, but that's not a flat walk. Yep.
I feel like when I use the stick, because he's on a short range,
yes.
turn his head.
Oh, so try widening your hands before you flick the stick, and it should make it easier to make contact. Yeah. Okay, so keep going. Don't throw your hands away. Your hands are forward and up, so keep them down, and that's better. Yep, now ask him to keep going faster. You're almost there. More. Bring your leg back because your toes are up on his shoulder. There you go. Yep. So you got to kind of push your leg back because he keeps getting forward for some reason today. That's better. Yep. Now, if he's getting you too close to the fence, then next time don't go next to the fence. Stay off of it. But you can leg yield him off the fence. So if he's too close, open your left rein, right rein against his neck, and right leg push him over. Yep. Now he's too slow. So lower your hands, more leg. If he's not responding, make sure your leg is back and you cannot see your toe. He's almost there. He could use a little more. That's better. Lower your hands a little. Yep. Keep going. Faster. Lower your hands. That's it. Then steer him straight. So you've got a pretty good speed. It's just keeping it and keeping him straight now and not letting him slow down. Now he's slowed down. Lower your hands. Yep. Keep going. Lower your hands. There you go. Go a little faster. More. He's going, but he's kind of falling asleep as he's doing it. A little faster.
I'm trying not to say come on.
Does every time you feel the urge to say come on, it means hit him with your stick?
I'm hitting him a lot.
That's okay. That's pretty good. So try and keep that all the way around.